It's number 3 on 90s Grunge Week, sent in by Vic. So thank you to Vic.
Who won the vote?
Vic won the vote in the live stream.
That's
Excellent.
correct.
Congrats, Vic. It's hard to win a vote.
It is.
So, well done. We got the Cranberries Zombie. I love the Cranberries. Joe, how do you feel
I
about
love
them?
the Cranberries, and I love Zombie. And I have seen this song, although I will say...
What?
Linger is my favorite Cranberries song.
Yeah, and Dreams.
Yeah, it's also a very good Cranberries song. But I do like Zombie as well. That voice is her voice is excellent. And I love that she leans into all those...
The Celtic?
Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, they're Irish, and they really lean into their culture and like the Irish like traditional sound.
Yeah.
Because even the... I sound stupid doing it. But yeah, that's like a Celtic movement, and they do a lot of that stuff in their other
Yeah,
songs
I know.
too.
It's amazing. It's so cool.
I've never seen this music video.
I have,
and it
not
really
either.
reminds you how much Ireland was going through it in like what is it, the 70s and 80s? So
80s,
and maybe even to the 90s, because like obviously they're adults here. When did this song come out? Probably early 90s. 94. So like they're adults, but like they lived through all the war, like the war and the bombings and everything like that was going down in Ireland at that time.
Which, I mean, to be honest, I know very little about. I know very little about the
war between Northern Ireland and Ireland.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's why they're considered separate places. It was Protestant versus Catholic, right?
I don't know.
I think it was a religious thing.
I just said I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. Okay.
I know that there was a conflict. I don't know anything about it.
I mean, because U2's Sunday Bloody Sundays about it and everything. Like, also, yeah. I mean, any Irish artist was probably writing about this stuff at the time.
I mean, it's it's literally at home.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah, and Ireland's such to us, Ireland's such an unassuming little island, small population. A lot of Americans have Irish heritage, like we do, but I don't know. It's just like some gnarly stuff was going down. I believe it was like late 70s and then through the 80s, and maybe trickled into the 90s. I'm not sure. The IRA and all that stuff.
I do know that, yeah. But I also know But I mean, of course, Ireland, they'd gone through it for a long time. England was never really that nice.
Yeah, I know. Ireland's getting like messed with throughout history
for hundreds of years. Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, and to see like these shots of just like the street, like rubble, because people were just blowing shit up.
Hey.
And Ireland, man,
it's terrible.
Yeah, they were really.
But and then these shots of her as this. What is that? What is this imagery of what she's all painted gold?
Yeah, she's all painted gold, and then there's the cross, because I do believe there was a religious aspect. I want to say it was like Protestant versus Catholic. I don't know if that was the entire like meaning of the war, but like
these children all painted silver.
I know, yeah.
It looks crazy.
I'm sure there was more to it than just religion, but I believe religion played a part, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep it rolling. This is a powerful video. 25 years of resistance. Yeah, what?
Is this where we were?
Man, I know that they they couldn't show like super gory stuff or like the true reality of what the scene probably looked like, but they did a good job representing it in a censored way. Like, it's still very effective. It looks so heavy, like those shots.
Yeah.
Like children with weapons and like guns and shit.
Yeah.
And then just like the kids screaming and everything.
And the rubble.
It just looks like dark times, I mean, yeah. When you think about, I don't know, like you said, Joe said that don't really know anything about it. But But at least you hear about how Irish people have just been oppressed throughout history.
Yeah.
Like they came to America and everyone hated them. England's always just historically been rough with Ireland.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, and then they had their own internal. I maybe another country had their role in this. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, I have no idea. But I never even knew the song was about that until now.
Me either.
Until I've never saw this. I had heard the song a million times. I felt like I had seen this video. I mean, one thing that I had absolutely seen is like her in the gold.
Maybe you've just seen like the thumbnail and just never.
Maybe.
Because what's the thumbnail?
Well,
if you scroll down, it should show you.
Oh, hold on. I did see something.
The Cranberries.
Because there's this
alt version.
And is that as no? It looks.
We're not watching the alt version.
To be, it still has all the military stuff in it. I was wondering if there was a. No, we're not watching the alt version. We are watching. Oh, it's shorter.
Oh.
Like it looks like it's a minute shorter. The other one was about 5 minutes, and this one is way worse quality, which is good. We watched the other one, but I was wondering maybe there was a version that kind of like leaned a little more away from the war imagery because of like some sort of censorship or something, but apparently not.
I don't know.
I guess I was just never paying attention.
That's all right. I'm glad we watched the full cut.
Yeah.
Man, the shots, like, even that opening, like, look at this.
I mean, maybe by 94, this is more of like, kind of like the remnants of it, and you can see, like, the pain that had...
They have to rebuild, and, like...
Yeah, the pain that had come from it.
It's tough to rebuild when, probably your economy is not really thriving. You're just like, all right, we just got to do our best. We just got to put this back together as best we can.
Yeah, I know.
And like, because I know that a lot of the Irish people fled to the U.S., I mean, long before this, because of a potato famine.
Yeah.
And that's hard to bounce back from. I don't know. It just seems like one thing after the next.
I recently learned that the potato famine seemed to be quite British caused as well.
I don't
know.
That's horrific, but
that's what I had heard recently, so that's not great.
But yeah, this opening shot, the kid face covered in mud, hood up, and then holding this gun.
Yeah.
It's just like, damn. It's just like when you have to give your children weapons because you fear that like something could happen. I don't know.
Some sort of violence. Yeah.
Kind of wild. Anyway, yeah, that was heavy. Now I got to go watch a documentary on this Irish
I know.
Conflict.
Yeah, it's about time that we knew more about that, huh?
Yeah. I watched that one video with Daniel Day-Lewis, Oh Father. It's in the same time frame. Mm-hmm. I believe he was part of it, like in his character in the movie.
Oh, okay.
And he like goes to prison or something.
I have to read about it.
I forget what it's called.
It's crazy. There's so many
conflicts. In the Name of the Father, I think it's called.
So many conflicts all the time. And like in that it's sad because there are so many all the time that happen, and you just, you know what? If you weren't alive at that time, you don't even hear about it. Yeah. And then new conflicts arise, and it's just like, dude, didn't we learn our lesson from the other 8,000? Apparently not. No, we still just okay. Great. Excellent. Let's just continue moving forward with these wars and things. That's a simplistic way to look at it, but it is just like, it does at a certain point just feel so insane to continuously be at war about something.
Oh, we're still doing this?
Wait, I thought we figured that one out. Nope. You never figure it out.
It just feels so barbaric, you know?
I know, but...
Like, I couldn't just have a discussion, but
even more so
is like... bar fights, so...
Well, the problem is, it's not even, like, about how war... About people, the problem is that it's like, imagine if you were just trying to tell someone you needed something and they just didn't listen to you for so long and like pushed you out of the way when you kept asking. Yeah. Eventually, you're just going to punch them in the face.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. You're like, no, dude, what the fuck? Like, I've been needing these things. People are sick. People are dying, and you just like don't. And you can give it to us, but you don't give a shit. And like at a certain point, you're just gonna be like, they should all die because they keep letting us die. So I mean,
that's how,
for the most part, that's how conflicts and wars start in my mind.
I think that's how they start in reality, Joe.
Yeah. Is my mind reality? Who knows?
That's good.
I'm just living over here, just floating around like a lunatic.
All right. Well, thanks to Vic. Got us thinking. Got us thinking about all sorts of stuff. Now I got to go study.
Yes.
All right. See ya.